Hey, JJ here at Mixed Media Woodworks. Sorry about the audio. I will try to speak up as best I can. I'm having to use the audio from only my camera since my microphone won't reach all the way out here from the office. So, it's show and tell. We were a little busy last night while we uploaded the last video. We got busy and forgot all about the camera. Taped off our fretboard in preparation for doing some fret filing. But before we could do that, here's this infinity syndrome again. How many side projects do you have to do to finish one project? And the answer is I have no clue. Or it's 42.
42.
One or the other. At any rate, we built us a little neck sled support system. Something that can be bolted down or clamped down and moved if need be. Nice rest area, cork padded neck rest. I was going to make this an adjustable, and for right now it's just scrap pieces of wood. Nah, I'll make one of those later. I'll have a whole bunch of improvements later. Whole idea here was just to have something to work with, and that would seat my neck level and absolutely wonderfully secure. Now once that's clamped in place, this goes nowhere, and this cork is wonderful. It provides a good amount of support and cushion comfort, but it also is non-skid. I had thought about using this material here that I use to set my tools on here. This is just shelf liner. I got this at Walmart. But what I like about this particular shelf liner, it's probably real hard to tell, but it doesn't slide. It doesn't feel tacky, so to speak, but when you put it down on like this MDF surface, it does not go anywhere. And whatever you put on top of it doesn't like to slide either. And I use this for routing on occasions. It'll hold a piece in place safely while I route around a little edge or a detail that I wouldn't want to get my fingers in. So, $3 a roll, $4 a roll, who knows? Well worth it. We also made some sanding blocks. I laminated 2 pieces of 3/4 inch birch plywood, and they are, as best as I can tell, using a big square. These babies are pretty darn flat. They're going to be flat enough for me because that's all I've got to work with. Rounded off the edges so that we don't have any sandpaper gumming up and scratching up where we don't want it to when we're gliding this over our frets. So that is how we're going to get around fret leveling. I also made a shorter version. Now these are not quite finished. They're about 1 inch and 3/8 wide. I am going to finish them because there's still a little glue in here. I'm going to finish the width on the table saw to a 1 inch, so it'll accept a 1 inch sticket. So now we got to go to our local auto parts store that sells all the good 3M stuff and see if we can get us some 1 inch sticket rolls. Oh, more money. Anyway, this project has not cost a whole lot except in time. And speaking of time, this portion of the project is taking much longer than I would like. And the reason for that is we're experimenting. Hello, experimentation. Done acrylic on a lot of things. Never done it on a guitar body. We got a nice pour. It's shiny and black, and it complements the face so nicely, except for a few imperfections. I'll show them to you now. Those imperfections I'm going to deal with today somewhat. That little section here that we did the close-up on, that was a fly that decided he wanted to check out what was going on before this had cured and got stuck, and I had to extract him after the acrylic had started to pretty well set up. So that's why that part didn't level out. Over here, we had problems. A little bit of overrun that I missed here. Got pretty much all the drips, except for a little section right along in here. And I'll show you a detail of that. And then a little up in here, but on this right here there was something on the finish. I wiped it off as best I could with a degreaser, but we still ended up with some chemical reaction that kept bringing bubbles up. I don't know if the sealer just didn't quite do its job or what. Not a problem. We have one more coat to do. So it's just a little more sanding that I wanted to deal with, a little patchwork. And that patchwork right there, see, I can't pour over that. It would still show. That patchwork's got to be sanded flat to the relative area. And then I'm going to just put a drop of acrylic in there and let it self-level, and then sand it again 24 hours from then. So as you can tell, this is a good portion of what is taking a while on this particular build. With that said, we're going to get to it, and hopefully we'll remember to turn the camera on once in a while. This has been an update for the 15th. So stay upright, breathing, and creating. See ya.